Welcome back. Our next guest is Tammy Cooper Woodrich, representing the Nooksack tribe. Welcome.
Thank you so much for being here.
Thanks.
Thank you.
We're so excited to have you.
Thank you.
So, like we knew that Fred had a beautiful traditional name, we have heard that you are a phenomenal storyteller.
Oh, well, thank you.
Is there any way we could get a little sample?
Sure. You know, stories have been around for a long time, and our traditional oral history shows that how important stories are. And as you heard from my relative, how important the story continues. So a long, long time ago, there was these two chief's sons. One of them, his name was Komokoshan. The other one, his name was Tahoma. Those two brothers in arms and in their chieftainships, they were going to be married because arrangement of marriages happened a long time ago. They were promised this set of twins. Each one of them were going to have a twin for their wife. But you know, as time went on, both of those girls fell in love with Komokoshan. Oh, those girls adored him. You know, Tahoma, he got really jealous too. But the Creator looked down at these two girls and they were fighting all the time. Who was going to marry Komokoshan? Creator knew what to do. He grabbed those two girls and he placed them at the foot of Komokoshan. And there they sit today, unable to touch Komokoshan. And to this day, you see Tahoma, he's risen above so he can look over the mountain range to make sure those girls don't get close to him. And that's the end of the story.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I wanted to get a popcorn and just listen to you all day. Just like, you're fantastic. Tell me about the Nooksack tribe. Tell us about them.
Well, the Nooksack tribe is upriver, as we can see from the flag.
Nice.
Yeah. So we are a tribe there up in the North Fork area of the Nooksack River, and we've been there since the time of memorial. And our tribe at one time is believed to have had 27 villages along the river, from the mountain all the way to Bellingham Bay down at Marietta. And the tribe is consistent of 1,800 people around about, and most of the tribal people are here in Whatcom County, approximately 900 of them, and then throughout Washington, and then throughout the United States and Canada. So we live all over the place, and we are a sovereign nation also. And so our tribal council runs our nation as a sovereign, and it's like having a separate country right here in Whatcom County.
Absolutely. And do you run into people still that don't exactly know what that means?
Oh, yes. Yes. As we know, the history has been lacking, as we know. I was telling you earlier that in the history books when I was in school, there was one sentence. You know, the Native Americans, or they said the Indians in the Pacific Northwest, live in long houses. And that was pretty much it. And so, you know, everyone looked to me in class. Oh, do you live in a long house? You know? And when I traveled, even to this day I travel, people say, do you live in a teepee? No. They would probably mold.
Very good point.
What do you see with some of the obstacles with the Nooksack tribe?
I think one of the largest obstacles is the loss of our language. So, you know, staying in touch with our culture is very important, and language is the largest piece of that. So now we look towards our food and our food sovereignty. So that's another piece. You know, we're very rich here in the Northwest with and abundant natural resources, and You know, we hunt, we fish, we gather. And so food brings us together in celebration and in sorrow. And we use that for our gathering place, and that's part of our culture and traditions, is the food. Everyone gathers around the fire pit for the barbecued salmon, so that's important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Is there anything specifically that you individually or as a tribe are looking forward to in the next coming years?
Yes, we are actually looking forward to a new wellness center that's coming to our tribe.
That's a big deal.
So that hopefully will be another place that we can get health benefits and create a wellness center that will attract people to healing, and we'll be able to, you know, insert our cultural and traditional ways into that also. So we're very excited about that. That's been in the works for about 20 years. But you know how that goes.
Yes. So is there an actual finish line?
Well, we're
on the
hoping
horizon?
within 5-year period to be done with that.
Fingers crossed on
Yes,
7.
yes.
Right. So as I was telling Fred, our show is also about building community and making sure our community can work together. How can the Nooksack work with our community so that we become stronger?
I think education is probably very important. If people could dive into knowing what we are about as a sovereign nation and, you know, create an understanding of why it's important for us to be our own governing bodies. And, you know, to respect that and honor that is very important, I think.
What type of backlash are you getting against it?
I think there really isn't a backlash besides just being uneducated.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big problem.
Yeah. Is there a question that you would want our viewers to ask each other?
I think just being able to understand our cultural and traditional ways and to know that we've been here since the time of memorial. So maybe just asking, you know, how can we work together and how can we become a place where we can all move forward together, just like my relative said, you know, in creating a moving force that we can all come together and work together in the very important issues that are on the table every day, the, you know, environment and the climate change and things like that.
Absolutely.
So if we're looking to get more information on the Nooksack tribe, where should we look?
Well, you can look at the nooksack.org.
Perfect.
There you go. There you
Good
go.
place
web
to
pages.
start.
Well, it's been great having you here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Tammy. We appreciate your time and coming on and letting us torture you a little bit.
Thank you.
One more time for Tammy, please.